Down to the new campaign by playing Premiership side Fulham at Plainmoor. And as Dave Gibbons reports, the Gulls have been giving holidaymakers a little look of what they get up to in the summer.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside, even when a sea mist envelops Torquay seafront. It doesn't prevent the tourists coming out to paddle, waiting for the sun to burn through the haze. Look closely and you'll see athletic figures limbering up on the beach too. They're the professional staff of Torquay United Football Club, whose head coach Leroy Rossinier decided to take the players for a training session in front of the onlookers. That was after the annual press day at Plainmoor, a haven the fog couldn't reach.
It's not ideal, but Fulham came up, and I thought it's a tremendous opportunity to get a Premier League club down there. And the only time they could come was the 12th. So what we're going to do is use it as a fitness exercise. There's no secret about it. It is a little bit too early for us, but we'll use it to our benefit.
The third division club is still up for sale, and Chairman Mike Bateson is waiting for a wealthy Eastern European to switch his fiscal interest from Chelsea.
Actually, I was thinking it was somebody, probably some Russian-sounding name could come into the scene, but...
Not too many Russians in Torquay.
No, but I'm learning the language just in case.
Meanwhile, holidaymakers continue to make the most of the beach and promenade. The Gulls players carry on enjoying their beach session with their thoughts on Saturday, August the 9th, when the first ball will be kicked in the third division anger.
In scorching temperatures, the run-up to the new football season started this weekend at Torquay United's Plainmoor. The visitors were Premiership side Fulham, and as Hamish Marshall reports, the game produced 5 goals.
In searing heat at Plainmoor, a crowd of nearly 2,000 saw midsummer entertainment put on by the Gulls and Fulham. The Premiership team took the lead midway through the first half. A minute later, Torquay's Alex Russell found out he'll have to improve his penalty taking for the new season. Mind you, he won't come up against a Dutch international goalkeeper every week, as Edwin van der Sar saved his spot kick. But a Martin Gritton header brought United on level terms through until half-time. New Fulham manager Chris Coleman brought out his lethal artillery for the resumption, and they proceeded to run away with the game. It was an Argentine-French combination which dehydrated the Gulls. South American Facundo Sava nudged them in front, before Frenchman Louis Saha smacked home on 2 occasions in a 4-1 win. Friendly results don't matter, but the way individuals apply themselves do. In this run-out, United head coach Leroy Rossinier wasn't too disappointed with how his players handled Premiership opposition.
And
next stop is the impressive Sixfield Stadium, where Torquay United defied all the odds against one of the third division's big spending outfits, Northampton Town. Watching this one for us, Graham Sellers.
Josh Lowe for Northampton. Decent effort. Looked to be just sneaking inside that post. Van Houston, he's very agile, you know. Gets down well. Good save. Well, here it comes. Fowler was there and Hankin was there. I think it came from Woods in the end. Russell. Caffor's there. Oh, glaring miss from Joe Caffor there. I think he was just looking to glance that into the net, help it in, guide it in with the inside of the boot. Didn't come off, that's a bad miss. Well, this is unprecedented, but well done, referee, that's brilliant. We're having a drinks break in the 19th minute. What fantastic refereeing. Richards. Oh, and it's flicked through into the path of Josh Lowe, who's rounded Van Houston. Oh my goodness. Well, that's unbelievable. Well, you'd have thought once he'd done the hard work of getting round Van Houston, he would have buried it, but it was cleared off the line. Josh Lowe on the ball. It's Lowe that has a crack. Repelled by Steve Woods. Back again with Reeves this time. Richards is there. Good save on the line by Van Houston. Mark Richards with the header. Couldn't pick out that bottom corner. And well done to the keeper. Here is David Graham. Nice ball into Russell. Hill picks out Fowler. Chance for a shot here. It's in! How about that? Well, David Graham's only been on the pitch a few seconds and he was the architect of it. Silky skills from the rest of the team followed. And then Fowler sneaked it into the bottom corner. It's Northampton Town 0, Torquay United 1. That was Hill. This is Fowler. Graham and Woolsey in the box. Hill's shot, deflected in, is it? Off Woolsey. Oh, it hit Woolsey, hit the post and then hit keeper Glyn Thompson and went onto the roof of the net. Oh dear, dear, dear. Now, Mark Richards. Real chance for Northampton, but over the top. Well, I just thought that had a goal written all over it when Martin Smith came dashing in, connected well with it, but put it over the bar.
It wasn't a shock to me that we came and did what we did today. Conditions suited us down to the ground, and the way that they played suited us, to be honest, because they let us have the ball, and if you let people, like Jason Fowler and Alex Russell have the ball, then they can hurt you, and they did today.
So first to Plainmoor, where Torquay United, fresh from that superb opening day win at Northampton, were in buoyant mood ahead of tonight's first round clash with First Division Crystal Palace. Another chance to gauge the club's progress under Leroy Rosenia, and watching the match for us, Martin Dean.
Well, it may still have its critics, but this is a competition which is increasingly being seen as a financial lifeline by the smaller clubs. Torquay United know all about that, of course. They banked around £250,000 from their second-round trip to Spurs a couple of years ago. They'd like a repeat of that this season. Well, manager Leroy Rosenia keeps faith with the side that earned that impressive 1-0 win at Northampton on Saturday for tonight's game. Skipper Craig Taylor, the only new face this season. David Woolsey played 35 games as a defender for Palace, but he's likely to continue in a rather less familiar role against his former club tonight. He's expected to play as a makeshift striker up front alongside Joe Kufor. Dougie Freedman started the new season in some style with a hat-trick in the opening day win over Burnley, and he'll be part of a potent strike force with Neil Shipperley and Andy Johnson. Palace make a couple of changes from the side which won in dramatic fashion at Turf Moor. Cedric Bertolin replaces Matt Clark in goal, while Aki Rialati comes into midfield in place of Ben Watson, who drops to the bench. Well, having finished that game with just 9 men on Saturday, they'll hope to keep all 11 on the pitch tonight. Well, tonight's referee is Steve Tomlin from Sussex. Well, Palace reached the quarter-finals of this competition last season before eventually falling to Sheffield United. Torquay went at the first hurdle, but only after giving Gillingham quite a fright. And they'll be hoping to put similar pressure on their First Division opponents this evening, no doubt. It's a warm, balmy evening here on the English Riviera. Nothing like as hot as it was on Saturday, though, and the referee had to interrupt that game at Northampton for regular cricket-style drinks breaks. Lee Canterville picking up the first free kick of the evening. Just a little clip from behind from Wayne Routledge. You'll need to watch his step. He was the man who was sent off initially against Burnley on Saturday. Just 22 minutes into that game. A jump from Darren Powell. Now another former Palace man, Sean Hankin, inside for Alex Russell. And he's given it away. Andy Johnson just getting in the challenge. Well, Craig Taylor's been brought in to add a little bit of stability to that defence. He had a period of 5 games on loan here at Torquay. Wasn't a bad ball forward either, usually using his height up front. Now Hockley, Jason Fowler, who got the goal on Saturday. Good effort! And Bertolin forced to make his first real save of the afternoon. Well, he carries a mean shot, does Jason Fowler, as he showed against Northampton on Saturday. Just finding a bit of space and letting fly. It was dipping under the bar, and Bertolin had to stretch for it. Yeah, good early test for the goalkeeper. This is Fowler again, looking to get away. 3 men in the middle, aimed in towards Kufor. He ducked underneath it. Powell just edging it away. Still the danger not cleared though. This is Kufor. Now Alex Russell. Shoot on sight seems to be the policy for Torquay tonight. I'm sure Leroy Rosenya has drummed into them the importance of getting an early goal and just putting a little bit of pressure on the opponents. Cannaville through for Kufor, looking for Fowler again, who's causing all sorts of problems in these early stages. Checking inside Routledge. Can he deliver a decent cross here, Fowler? Oh, Kevin Hill, now was that handball? Well, the referee, I think, is saying no, despite the protests. Well, it certainly looked like handball. Steve Tomlin just shaking his head. Well, it hit the arm of Danny Butterfield. Now, was it away from his side, or was that unavoidable contact with the arm? Well, Mr. Tomlin was in a good position to see, but I think Butterfield a little lucky to get away with that one. Well, Leroy Rosenya will be happy with the way things have started for his side. Hankin eventually giving it away. Uilati was fouled by Kevin Hill. Neil Shipley may well be the threat up there. Kit Simons moving forwards as well now. Butterfield with the free kick. Moved in towards Shipley. Good jump from Taylor. Derry wide for Routledge. Plenty of Palace players in the middle. That was Simons, and that's a very good save from Van Heusden. Well, Kit Simons had stayed forward for that one and provided the threat. But it was Arjan Van Heusden who came to Torquay's rescue then. Nice height for the goalkeeper, but he had to stretch for it. Well, that's a pretty decent save. Routledge then with the corner towards the far post. Picked up by Andy Johnson. Craig Taylor with the clearing header. Torquay with a chance to come forward. Fowler picking out Kufor. Couldn't quite bring it under control though. Steve Kember, the Palace manager. Popular choice with the fans, I think, when he took over from Trevor Francis. Fowler to play it long towards Kevin Hill. Butterfield had watched it carefully. Now Fowler again. It's gone past Routledge. Little flick with the outside of the boot. This is Kufor looking to drive it in. And Bertolin again at full stretch. Well, the French keeper certainly earning his corn in the early stages. Woods with the header forward. Flick on from Woosley. Popovic up above Kufor. Torquay have won it back though. And Woosley was brought down. And Mr. Tomlin wants a word. And David Woosley getting used to what it's like to have defenders coming in behind you. Popovic getting a bit of a talking to from the referee. No more than that at this stage. Alex Russell just dummying the free kick and playing it in towards Kevin Hill, taking up a good position on the far post. That's not a bad knockdown either. No one able to get on the end of it though. Fowler looking to spread it wide. This is Steve Woods of all people popping up in the right wing position in towards Woosley, and again Bertolin called into action. Well, he's proved a more than capable deputy for Matt Clark. He Played most of last season, in fact, Bertolin, because of Clark's injury problems. Andy Johnson looking to get the cross in. Now back for Butterfield. Needham wide for Routledge. 3 Palace men in the middle. Aimed in towards Riolati. And the Finn failing to beat the Dutchman. Riolati just getting a ball onto target, but not able to do much more than that with it. Fowler and Cannaville again combining well on that far side for Torquay. It's going to be a concern to Palace, the way in which Torquay are operating down that right flank. Hankin getting forward on the left-hand side. Alex Russell clipped in towards Kufor. He's onside. Can he get the ball in towards Woosley? A chance for Fowler. Oh, great saving tackle from Kit Simons. Well, that looked a goal all the way, didn't it? Jason Fowler can hardly believe it. Well, Palace in all sorts of problems then. Kufor was onside, got in a telling cross. Woosley couldn't get on the end of it. Fowler did. But great defending from Kit Simons. Oh, real panic in that Palace defence, and Fowler must have thought he got his second of the season then. Kit Simons had other ideas. Alex Russell then with the corner. Headed away by Shipley, only as far as Matt Hockley though. Now Shipley again. Better clearance this time. Cannaville in with a good strong challenge. And again. Oh, no real sign of any nerves from Torquay. You get the feeling that they think they can win this game. Riolati. Now Popovic. Flick on from Shipley towards Freedman, the first time effort. Oh, what a finish from Dougie Freedman. Well, that's why he got a hat-trick on Saturday. Oh, Jan van Heusden is disappointed, but that was a cracking finish. Well, you could say it was possibly Route 1 football in a lot of ways, but it can still be pleasing to the eye. Lovely little touchdown from Shipley, one touch, and then seeing Van Heusden off his line, planting it into the corner. Well, he's a big man, Jan van Heusden, but it was well and truly chipped then, nothing he could do about it. Hankin got underneath it. Touch on from Kevin Hill. Woosley back for Russell. Now Hill once more, going for the first time effort. Now, was that a handball? Well, Kevin Hill is absolutely convinced that Simons touched that with his hand. I think he did as well, but whether it was involuntary or not, I don't know. Well, that looks like handball to me. And I think Torquay will feel that they might have had a decent shout for a penalty there. Certainly the arm was out, although he was trying to retract it. No doubt that it caught the hand. Before with the header. Claiming he was pulled. Well, Steve Tomlin has been immoved by all the protests, but I certainly think there was a case then for a penalty. Not sure what he thinks of it. We'll find out after the game, perhaps. Well, there is the half-time whistle. And Palace, courtesy of that splendid goal from Dougie Freedman, had their noses in front after the first 45 minutes. But Torquay certainly had their chances, notably when Kit Simons made that early block from Jason Fowler. Certainly a suspicion that he might have conceded a penalty as well, not given. Well, Torquay will feel there's certainly plenty to come in this match. Join us again after the short break. Well, welcome back. Plenty of talking points, no doubt, during the half-time break. Many of them, I'm sure, concerning the possible penalties. The main thrust as far as Torquay United are concerned, though, is that they've got to put all that out of their minds and try and get themselves back into this game. No changes in personnel. Darren Powell under a little bit of pressure. He's been fouled by David Graham. It's as if we may have had a slight switch around from Torquay. Miro Rosenia just changing the tactics slightly, I think, during the break. David Graham has popped up on the left-hand side now. Joe Kufuor looks as if he's going to play more to the right, with Woosley in the middle, perhaps a front three as opposed to a front two. This is David Graham, and this is Joe Kufuor. Woosley making ground towards the far post. Couldn't quite make the header. And eventually it scrambled away, but Palace almost caught cold at the start of this second half. I wonder whether they're quite alive to that tactical switch that Miro Rosenia seems to have made. It's Russell giving the ball away to Sean Derry. Looking for Butterfield on the far side. A little too long. Steve Kimber just trying to get a message or two across. Casual header from Steve Woods. Straight to Neil Shipperley. This is Butterfield. Johnson just latching onto that one when he really had no right to do so. Good recovery though from Steve Woods. Might have played the ball first time and put it out of play. Disappointed at that, but he'll be pleased with the challenge. Johnson just looking to get round him. Woods making a good challenge in the end. Corner played short for Needham. Now Watson again towards Popovic on the far side. Got the header in and it flicked off Kit Simons. Still the danger not cleared now. Certainly an arm up from Popovic as he went for that one. Hockley. That's a good ball. Bit of space for David Graham here. Might go all the way and try and get the shot in. He's done it! And Torquay back on terms. And David Graham is back. Cedric Berthelin beaten by the bounce as much as anything else, I think. But David Graham, having had such a wretched time with injuries, not fully fit, but he's back in some style. Hockley's long ball, it was a great ball too. Graham in a bit of space, a chance to look up. Looks as if the opportunity might have gone. May have just taken a deflection, in fact. But David Graham will claim that one, I'm sure, opening his account for the new season. Yeah, a bit of a deflection beating the goalkeeper, I think. David Graham won't mind that. Torquay United won't mind it. Right back in this match. Important to keep your concentration when you just scored, of course. Jan van Heusden seeing to it that Torquay did then. Alex Russell looking for Joe Kufuor. Got away from the defenders again, Kufuor. Right inside towards Woosley, just couldn't quite pick him out. Cannaville with the cross towards the far post. Oh. David Graham was coming in again. Might have got one with his head that time. Well, there's the cross from Cannaville. And David Graham not quite able to stretch for it this time. Hill inside for Alex Russell. Torquay buzzing at the moment. Russell might go all the way here. Well, he got the shot away. Just lacked sufficient power to seriously trouble Cedric Berthelin. This is Andy Johnson. He got the winner for Palace in extra time at Plymouth, against Plymouth last season. We'll have to do the same again tonight. A reminder that we could see the silver goal situation in action if this game does go into extra time. For the first time. If it's not decided then, it will be penalties. Simon finding Friedman. Now Popovic. Cannaville across. And played out for the throw. This is Watson. Little touch off from Shipley, who was looking for the return ball. Russell can't get to it. In danger here for Torquay. Oh dear. Well, some good defending then from Steve Woods. He's turning it away from the corner. Shipley playing it wide for Butterfield. And Steve Woods in the right place at the right time. Corner kick towards the far post. Usually in the thick of things. Now Andy Johnson looking to get it forward towards Simons. Still the ball not cleared. This is Sean Derry. Friedman is in there. Dougie Friedman almost on the end of that one then. Sean Derry scuffing it in really. And Van Heusden doing just enough. Well, he blocked the angle. There wasn't really much that Friedman could have done, I don't think. Oh, Powell ducking underneath the header. Well, if nothing else, Butlers will know they've been in a game here. Watson getting it forward. Now Derry. Strong challenge from Craig Taylor. Graham inside towards Woosley. Johnson looking to sprint away. Can he keep it in play? And he's done well. Friedman, oh! Well, that was so close. He's a real predator, isn't he, Dougie Friedman? Well, Andy Johnson just about keeping the ball in play. Friedman hitting it against Van Heusden, against the post, and then off Friedman again. Well, he was unlucky not to get at least a corner out of that, wasn't he? Shipley battling for it with Craig Taylor. Now Shipley again. Played wide for Johnson. Didn't manage to keep the cross in play. Well, he's been pretty tireless tonight, Andy Johnson. Running the channels well. And possibly been the biggest threat. Popovic's arm was high. Now, what's the referee going to do here? He's going to say that the elbow was there, and that is a straight red card. Well, it had already been booked, but Cerny Popovic, the Australian international, becomes the third Palace player to be sent off this season. And referee Steve Tomlin deciding that that was a deliberate elbow. Straight red card. He had been booked in the first half, but Tony Popovic is off. Well, the Palace players aren't happy. Must be getting used to this situation, though. Well, here's the incident again. Now, did he raise the arm deliberately? Well, he certainly caught him. He led with the arm, and that's what Steve Tomlin will have seen. And that was why he got the red card. So Tony Popovic popping off for an early bath. Oh, Steve Gambit must be thinking there's a bit of deja vu here. Yes, three. Three what, though? Three men sent off this season, I think, perhaps. Alex Russell with a free kick. Bertalan coming for it. Oh, didn't catch it cleanly. It didn't matter too much. A little over a quarter of an hour remaining. And Torquay now make the numerical advantage count. Perhaps we might see an upset here at Plainmoor. Well, it wouldn't be undeserved, that's for sure. Bit of defending for them to do now, though. This is Tommy Black. Good run from him. He's got away from Cannaville. Good shot. Good save, too, from Van Housden. Got down very well for a big man then. Well, I said that Tommy Black liked to run at players. He certainly caused a few problems then. That's something that Torquay are going to have to guard against in these closing stages. Really sort of took on the Torquay defence, found a little gap. You've got to give Ryan Van Housden a lot of credit. The way he got down to save that one. Down very quickly for a big man. This is Black. He took on Cannaville, and Russell got inside him, and then the shot very well saved by Van Housden. Palace may be down to 10, but they're still pressing. This is Jamie Smith. And towards Black, hooked away by Woods. And again. This is Kufor for Woosley. Looking to turn it back inside for David Graham. Graham holding it up well. Woosley and Hill in the middle. Graham deciding to show off a few of his skills now. Oh, and a little chip. Just trying to get it into the path of David Woosley. A little of the old sparkle coming back from David Graham. Nice footwork. And creating a little gap, which he's good at. The chip, not quite so impressive. Cannaville in for Kufor. Alex Russell making a little run outside him. And he's got 3-4 men in the middle. Not a bad cross. Berthelin getting in a decent punch. Hockley with the shot. Well, it was well wide in the end. But one of those that might have finished up spectacularly in the back of the net. He produced a couple of those last season, Matt Hockley. Doesn't score many goals, but when they do, they tend to be corkers. Got that one all wrong, I'm afraid. Foul on Kevin Hill. Craig Taylor with the free kick, looking for Kevin Hill on the far side. Hooked away by Darren Powell. It's out of play on the far side. Butterfield unable to keep it in. Hankin with the throw. And Hill just losing his footing. Jamie Smith inside towards Watson. Russell will cut that out. Graham making a little run up ahead of him. Russell going for glory. They've got a bit of power behind that one, Alex Russell. Just having a word with one or two of the players behind him. There's always curbing. Not a bad effort in the end. This is Lee Cannaville with the chance to break now. Oh, he's taking it too far ahead, I think. Might fall for Kufor. And gets it at the third attempt. Now Woosley looking to return the ball for Kufor. Still battling for it. Matt Hockley tried the little dipper. Oh dear, oh dear. Berthelin having to react quickly. He thought initially that was going well over the top, but it was a good dipping effort from Matt Hockley. Now Woods claiming he was being pulled back then. Well, it was one of those clashes where Woods quite rightly is suggesting that his shirt was being pulled, but I think the two players really just collided. There was a bit of pushing and shoving on both sides. And while that was a pull on the shirt, I think Woods could just as easily have been penalised himself before that. Well, there is the full-time whistle. We now go into extra time to try to decide this tie.